Good morning. Okay, it's evening. Sunset's in 1 hour from now, so this would be magic hour. Other than it's snowing. It's snowing. Pulled in over here. Don't think I'll be stuck. The ground's pretty slushy. I should be okay. There's just snow just falling off. Yeah, it's pretty wet, slushy. It's too slushy for snowman building. But I got another load of veneer over here. Picked this up in Fruitvale. Decided I was going to take the Paulson today. And then I got an email. Paulson is closed due to a really bad accident. I'm like, all right, forget that. We'll go up here, head toward Revelstoke, took the free ferry, and even over here, enjoying the snowstorm. There comes a car. Let's get out of the way. Actually, you know what? Let's turn all the lights on. Sunset is in an hour from now, which means in half an hour I would have to pull over and turn the lights on anyway. So let's go do it now. That's half of them on. Get the rest. All right, got all the lights on. Let's go. Yeah, very slushy. Man, my aim is bad. I shouldn't even try to say I aimed at something there. Let's go. Let's see if we're stuck. Nah, we're good. On the road though, the slush really wants to grab my steers, so we're gonna take our time on this. Definitely not gonna want to rush on a road as bad as this is. As soon as I came on to one corner and it didn't want to steer the normal way, I had to put in a lot extra steering wheel. I'm like, yep, we're gonna slow down. Not doing 100 kilometers an hour on this road. That's for darn sure. It's another boring run from Fruitvale to Savannah, but not so boring at all. I'm just like, yeah, I'll just get to Savannah, deliver, and figure out what I want to shoot after that. But then the road was closed. I'm like, we'll go this way, and it's like, hey, maybe we'll shoot a section of highway here that I never really shoot a video on. We usually shoot further down, which I consider more scenic. But today, I think this is pretty darn scenic. Oh, some pretty darn big snowflakes coming down. I got a feeling there's going to be people in the ditches today. I saw one line already. It looked like a car had hit the ditch and somebody pulled them out. But four-way flashers off. Engine brake on. Still quite a bit of traction here. It's just the slush that wants to grab you. I got to be careful of that. But other than that, we're good. Really enter the corners gingerly. Like, let's drive the corners as if we were a Manitoba driver or a Saskatchewan flatlander. There's a bunch of trucks in front of me, or two big rigs in front of me that were on the ferry, but they're both lighter than me. But even with that, them leaving fresh tracks, it's already all graying out already. made sure that they both got in front of me when we left the ferry. No point of having the heaviest truck on the front. Looks like we're going to be descending here. We're still 25 kilometers to Trans-Canada Highway 1. We're not going to be going into Revelstoke. We're going to be on the west end of Revelstoke, but we're just west of Revelstoke. We're on Highway 23 northbound. Yeah, I think I want another gear. This is too fast if all of a sudden there was something in front of me. Rather take my time going down around these corners. Getting kind of foggy here too. -0°C, so it's right at the freezing point. In the morning it was -4 and got a little warmer throughout the day. But it's cooled right off again. Winter tires are sure working today. Brand new steers as well, so basically all tires on the truck are brand new. Trailer tires are all decent too. Blanket Creek. Revelstoke, 24 kilometers. Big gulch over here, kind of neat. Looks like I see fresh pickup tracks. Yep. Hey, I have tracks in front of me again, although they're not driving in a very straight line. Driving way too close to the yellow line, but we do have fresh tracks. And no barriers here. If you make a mistake here, you're going off the side of the cliff. Well, the trees would stop you and you'd right off the truck, right off the trail. Yeah, maybe not the trailers, but the load would be a write-off. It wouldn't be a good day for anyone, so on a day like this, we just take our time. Especially going into corners. Oh. Why are we slowing down? Maybe they just don't want anybody behind them. That might be it. They're just letting everybody by. And they're flashing their lights like crazy. That means there's something up ahead. Okay, we're gonna take it really slow, like even more slow than we were. Radio is on. It's not bad at all. By Nicusp it was clear. I don't know if it's snowing down that way, but it's not bad. Don't worry about grip going down to the ferry. It's just slushy.
Okay, one of our trucks just hit the ditch back there. He's all right. He's in back in Revelstoke.
10-4. Yeah, you got to take it slow. The slush, because there's no plows on here yet, the slush really wants to grab your steers. So take the corners nice and slow, but halfway to Nicusp, there's no snow at all.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, this thing, it basically quits by the time you get down into Revelstoke.
10-4. buddy just hit the ditch by Revelstoke? Does that mean like on this road? I don't know. And he says by the time we get to Revelstoke, this is gone. So I don't know. We'll see. It's gonna take her easy. You got 20 kilometers to go to Revelstoke. And then the rest of our road might be clear. We'll see. Headed up to Kamloops. Of course, like I told him it's clear behind me, and he told me it was clear behind him. Maybe the snow just barely started, and it's like this everywhere. So you can't really rely on those. I told him the road's good where he's going. He told me the road's good where I'm going. But is it actually? With it snowing this hard up here, I mean it's 0 degrees, so as soon as we lose altitude, it should be good. Glad I fueled up in Castlegar. I'm like, I probably have enough fuel to make it to Sycamoose. I'm like, it'll be tight, but I'll probably have enough. But doing slush like this uses a lot more fuel. Yeah, I'm still not sure why that car flashed their lights at me. And then the dude saying his friend just hit the ditch. I don't know what that means, but we'll drive each corner as if there's a semi in the ditch around the corner. Oh. There's a semi in the ditch over here. Holy smokes. I don't know if I got that, but there's a semi in the ditch all the way off the highway. Must have grabbed that slush. Told you we have to take every corner as if there's a semi in the ditch. Holy smokes. Lights were still on, so I guess what he means that his buddy got a ride to Revelstoke and rolled over a truck. That's crazy. Like all the way down in there. At least it's that side, not this side. Man, that sucks. Speaking of writing off trucks and loads, pretty thick layer of snow here. Well, that exactly is why we gotta take her easy. fun. Kind of fun living on the edge like this. Kind of fun. But you really have to be cautious though, right? I do not want to be the one in the ditch. I'm just thinking where he's in the ditch on a curve downhill. That's the dangerous ones. Downhill curve. We're going to have a lot coming here before we get into Revelstoke. Those are the most dangerous ones. Definitely need a snowplow on this. Especially as my lane is too far over here sometimes. I need to be driving further in there, and then when I do, I'm grabbing the slush. But I really don't want to go over the yellow line. You don't need to have that pattern crossing the center lane. So I'll just drive at a speed so I can drive in the slush, like this corner too. People have tendency of crossing the line. We're going to stay on our side of the road. Pickup following me, and I think he's just hanging back, but you always makes it nervous is often cars will not pass you right away, hang out with back there for 5-10 minutes, and then all of a sudden decide, once you feel comfortable with them being there, then they decide to all of a sudden pass you. Which is a lot more dangerous because then they surprise you. When you see someone coming up behind you, you're like, okay, once they catch me, they're going to pass me in the first chance they have. And then if they don't, then just follow you, and you're like, oh, they're just a follower. Okay, treat them as a follower, and all of a sudden, they're neither. Those are the dangerous ones. The ones that bother me, but it happens almost every day. They catch up with you, and then there's a safe passing zone, but they just follow you. And all of a sudden, they decide they're done being sheeple and they're done following. Those lines there tell a story. They're done following, and then all of a sudden they pass you unsafely on a double solid or somewhere dangerous. It's like, why didn't you do it back there where it was safe? Right here would be a nice safe zone. Although that slush, I would be hesitant on passing anyone in this kind of slush. Have to be going pretty slow for me to pass you on this. It's getting thinner though. Definitely getting less snow here. 8.5 kilometers to Trans-Canada Highway 1, and the road's starting to seem to clear right up here. Wait till this freezes and it'll be black ice. Definitely need the plows on this. I do have my lockers on. Turn those off. What I mean when I got the lockers on, I've got the diff locks on so that I have power going to all my drive axles. When the lockers all turned off, only a quarter of the wheels have power. But right now all the drive wheels have power going to them. As soon as we kind of summit here, I think this probably here, I'm going to turn them all off. Because having them on makes it harder to steer. Because if you have 8 tires all pulling you straight as an arrow, they don't want you to steer. And if the road is slippery, the 2 steer tires, good luck fighting the 8 tires that don't want to steer. Heads up, empty flat deck. There's already one rolled truck southbound on 23. Might not have a radio. I just like radios. When I first got this truck, it didn't have a radio, and it's like, I need a radio. It feels so much more dangerous driving on the road without a radio. Now just a little bit of dark slush on the road. I guess he was right, it's all clearing up. Now this load is super, super, super heavy. We are at maximum weight. In fact, the steers are like 50 kg over, and the drives are like 150 kg over. There's barely a little bit of space on the bridge and on the pup. So definitely a max weight load. At least where the most of the weight is on the drive, so. Still slushy here and there. welcome to Revelstoke. So we'll turn onto Trans-Canada Highway 1 here and we'll stay on it all the way to Savannah. So,
in 600 meters, turn left on Highway 1.
it's a little over 2 hours, to go. I think I'll deliver tonight. And then I have no idea what I will have on tomorrow on the way back. Obviously I didn't shoot this on a Friday, because, well, it's too cool to not shoot this.
Turn left at the traffic light.
Trans-Canada Highway is a very busy highway. Oh, that truck over there, he was in front of me. He loaded right before me, he was on the ferry with me, and now he's parked over there. They're both signaling to turn. Now we're going to be in bumper-to-bumper traffic the rest of the day. That's just how this highway is. Anytime there's a passing zone and uphill, we'll be the ones that are getting passed like crazy because I'm going to be the slowest truck on the highway. What is our speed limit today? The sign still says 100 kilometers an hour. I'm surprised they haven't lowered that to at least 90 or 80 yet. It's a variable speed limit, this section here. I think they should have more variable speed limits. That way in bad weather you can lower the speed limit. Sign says, winter is coming, be prepared. We know winter is coming. That is quite obvious today. Okay, we've got a couple of vehicles behind us. Let's see how many of them get by us. Four-way flashers on. Encourage anybody that might hang out behind us to pass us right away. This lane's ending pretty quick. Yep, you can do it, driver. I'm a lot heavier than you. And box van, turn your lights on, eh? Don't bother. Oh, you're not signaling. I'm like, it's got his four-way flashers on. Don't merge back into this lane. You did anyway. Why? My lane ends. Why would you just stay in your lane? You guys drive me nuts. But not sticking on the road. Sure getting dark fast though. Sunset's still half an hour away. Hey, it's smoky. Smokey used to be our fire safe mascot. Now it's like Firefox or not Firefox, Fire Ember the Firefox. I don't know, something like that now. Basically, they took the browser Firefox and copied it. I'm actually surprised on how few people we're getting behind us. Makes me wonder if the road was closed up on Rogers Pass. Usually the traffic this way is just like the traffic the other way, just bumper to bumper traffic. And those Vetter, got the milkman going. Alberta milk coming to BC. Over 2 hours. It's like 3.5 hours to go to the customer. 3.5 hours. See what the weather does throughout those 3.5 hours. Now, if it gets much worse, we'll see if I deliver today or not. Basically, I'm not going to rush. size load. No, snowplow. Snowplow on this road. The other road is the one that needs the snow plowed. Why am I catching up with people? That shouldn't be a thing that's happening. Could be a newer driver. Woo! A slush bath. Behind us. I'm supposed to be the slowest vehicle on the road. What's going on here? And here, I told other people not to merge back when your lane, that lane's ending, so I'm going to do exactly that. I'm going to stay in this lane because that lane ends. Coming up on Three Valley Gap here. As of right now, timing wise, I would still have 2 hours of drive time, work time, 2 hours of on-duty time when I get to the customers. So if we keep on this pace, I will definitely deliver today. I take it Rogers Pass is going to be pretty slippery in weather like this too. Actually here, none of the snow is sticking at all. I think we're out of the snow. I think we're out. Now it's just light drizzle here. It's plus 0.5 degrees. Half a degree cool or warmer. Half a degree warmer. Wasn't raining when I loaded this. And I got a feeling Savannah doesn't get a lot of rain. Got a feeling I'm going to get to unload this out of the rain as well. That'll be kind of nice. Keep crossing the train track back and forth, but there's never a train. Alright, I think what we'll do is drive along Three Valley Gap here along the lake. And we'll call it a day after that. And that's coming up here. I see the roof of Three Valley Gap. I'll continue on my own. Do appreciate all your support, guys, like big time. I like seeing all the honks in the comments for those people that made it to the air horn at the end. Appreciate that. The honk or toot or horn or blat. Awooga. I haven't seen any awoogas. Awooga. If you guys make it to the end, make sure you give me an awooga. There we go. I don't even know if Three Valley Gap Resort, are they seasonal or are they open year round? Plus 1.5 degrees Celsius. It's just raining here. No snow here. Going on here. Somebody's pulled over on the very small little pullout. Just look at the shoulder. Not a great place to pull over. Well, the lake's got pretty decent sized waves. I never see waves on that lake. Thought they closed the rest area down for the season. Alright, well that was Three Valley Gap. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I think we're going to get more and more videos of us driving in the snow. On and off, depending on where we're running. Wouldn't mind doing another Alberta or Manitoba or Yukon run in the winter. Kind of fun to see different terrain in the snow. But for now, I am out of here. You guys absolutely rock. Well, I don't know when I'm going to have a chance to honk at all these nice people. A bunch of cars just caught up with me. They're not crazy enough to pass. We're good. We're good. I know, I promised an air horn, but I gotta drive first. beside the lake, I guess. At the end of it. Okay, here we go. You guys rock.